There's an incredible sport on the rise that requires pinpoint precision, lightning-fast reflexes, and immense mental strength, and it's hidden in plain sight behind a simple game that almost everyone knows and loves. It's called table tennis. At a more casual level, this game is a great way to have some fun with your friends. You can try to keep a rally going as long as you can, or play a game to 21, but when you get to a higher level, things get intense fast. Higher quality paddles use rubbers that can grip the ball on contact, adding tremendous amounts of spin that require pure finesse and perfect technique to counter. And the ability to add topspin to the ball makes everything speed up dramatically, with players backing up far from the table to give themselves more time to react. The sport has a fascinating history as well. Table tennis was invented in the late 19th century, and it's evolved a lot over the years to get to where it is today. The ball changed to celluloid in 1901, and then very recently changed again to be made out of plastic. The paddles went through many evolutions as well, and as the sport gained traction, it was officially added to the Olympics in 1988, where the medals have since been dominated by the Chinese national team. Many casual players are used to playing where the first person to score 21 points wins the game, and you switch serve every 5 points, but that's actually outdated. In 2001, the rules were officially changed so that games were instead played to 11 points, and players switched serve every 2. This all seems like a massive difference to the standard version of ping pong that people are used to, but it doesn't take too much to get hooked to this more competitive version.
My dad actually got a table tennis table when I was like 8 or 9. We had that for like 2 years or so, and that basically just like got me like into the game and knew the basics and stuff. And last semester, I had a buddy who played a lot of table tennis here, and he came to the SAC with me just all the time. We'd just play, and there's way less people here, but we were just like always there playing ping pong and table tennis, just like all the time playing. One thing that really like surprised me as I started like getting better at table tennis is just like how different paddles like change how the game is played. Because like, for example, like the table tennis paddles at the school, they're just like plastic, you know, you can't really, it's like a different game playing than like actually having a paddle. Growing up, I had like the stereotypical like wooden paddles with like kind of like cheap rubbers on them, and like they worked okay, but compared to like, I just bought a new table tennis racket or paddle, and it's way better, way different game. It isn't super hard to get into. It's cool, I like it because it's a very high skill ceiling, but the bar to entry is not super high either. So you get into it by playing with just like, even the paddles at the SAC, even though they're objectively terrible, like you can still play with them, you can learn how to play the game, and then there's people there who will rent out their paddles, just give them to you and stuff, and it's not super complicated to get into. You know, it's really just like a super simple game when you think about just hanging a ball on your side to the other side over a net, and everyone really can figure out how to play the game in 10 minutes, but you could really master how to play it over years and years.
From the peak of the Chinese national team to the fun of just playing in your friend's garage with their old paddles, table tennis is a sport that can spread joy all over the world. It's widely overlooked, and it can get as competitive as you want it to, as long as you're willing to put in a little bit of work to play at a higher level. Finding good paddles will always help raise your skill ceiling, but regardless of the quality of your paddle or the table you play on, there's nothing stopping you from going out and having a fun time with this incredible underappreciated sport.